CASSIUS, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Well, it's a new era for Sky Sports Boxing with Wasserman and Boxer.
You know what? It's a nice, cool. It's a cool kind of setup, a cool kind of vibe. I actually like the setup here, and the fighters are more than happy to have the spotlight shone on them. So it's a good vibe. It's a good vibe for them.
Eubank obviously headlining the card, change of opponent for Eubank with Murata coming in, replacing Sven Elba. Riakporhe on the bill, David Avanesian, the very dangerous David Avanesian in the card. And we've just seen some of the talent that's also going to be on the bill as well.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's now a chance for these guys to get the spotlights, and the chance for them, the opportunity is there for them to succeed or fail. Eubanks, of course, he's headlining, and it's not just about what they do here, it's about where they go from this point onwards. Eubanks looking to chase down the WBA, WBC and WO champions. He wants to put himself in that position, but he's also still talking about Triple G. Riakporhe's back in the mix again, and he's thinking his aim is Lawrence Okolie to try and get an opportunity to fight for a world title, if not fight for one version of it. David Avanesian, he's that guy that took out in a fashion Kelly, and so now is he avoided?
No one mentions his name though, did they?
That's what I'm saying. It's like everybody develops amnesia with him. Now I'm not saying this guy will or won't do that job, but what I'm saying is he's now in the Who Needs Him club. They avoid him like the plague, but he's got the European title there. So basically, if you want to go get that European title, you've got to go through him or go around him. So it's a great position to be in for all the fights to get the job done.
Yeah, very interesting card on Saturday. But just coming back to Eubank, I mean, Eubank's at a stage of his career, kind of from that James DeGale fight, which was over a couple of years ago now, that he needs to kind of crack on, and he needs these big fights now.
So it's flown by, and that's what I'm saying. So we can get these out of the way, but now he's got to make the most of it. He's 32 years old, so now he's got to try and get in with a world champion of sorts, or get a name like Triple G. He now has to put himself in that position. And I mean, early next year they want to say, this is who he's fighting, this is where he's in. There's no time to waste. This game is a short-lived game, and so he's got to make sure he makes the most of it.
Just a recap. I know you did an interview with one of my boys on Zoom on a Sunday. I don't know where you went after the fight. You must have been straight down the bar.
No, I was walking the streets, man. It took me 4 hours to get back to
petrol, brother.
No petrol. They shut the streets off around Tottenham. It was crazy. I was scared. I might have get it. I was scared, man. I was scared.
After the Ruiz first fight, you very famously said that you were 1,000% convinced that Joshua would beat him in the rematch. Okay, you were right. You're 1,000%. So what? So go on, hit me up now. Rematch with Alexander Usyk.
So because of the fashion of Usyk's win over Anthony Joshua, people are now writing him off completely. That's him done. He got schooled. He did get schooled because he played Usyk's game. Now, and he went in there sort of with a challenger's mentality. Now he knows that in that short space of 13 years, he's gone the distance with a guy that everybody's saying is the best technical fighter in the world. You know what? I actually think Anthony Joshua, you change that game plan, he come back and turns it round again. And people are going to say, no chance, not in a million years. Watch this space. Remember the mocking you guys gave me? Anthony Joshua can go in there and turn it around, but he has to jump, and he can't go in there boxing the same way. Now he knows what's in front of him. Now he knows what didn't work. Now he knows what he's capable of doing and not doing. I believe Anthony Joshua's got the punch power. He's got that mentality to think, right, you know what? I've got to get this done, because it's made him hungry. He was fighting like a full man, a man whose belly was full. Now he has to fight like a man whose belly is empty. He's hungry. Now he has to bring back that AJ that beat Dillian White back in the day, that get that spiky edge. That AJ beats Usyk.
Johnny, it's like every boxing expert's come out after his loss and said, oh, what he's got to do, he's got to put it on him, use his size, put it. But is it as simple as that?
It's not as simple. So when AJ wasn't letting the right hand go, he wasn't letting it go because Usyk had got into his rhythm. So AJ needs to be sure that the right hand was going to land. Now he's got to manhandle and bully this man, get in his face, and you know what? Throw the kitchen sink at him. Think, right, 6 rounds, 7 rounds. I'm putting it on you.
Even if it risks him getting knocked out?
Even if it risks it. Because he was trying to preserve the risk of not gassing out, to say to everybody, no, I don't gas out, he tried to box a good boxer. When you fight with fire, make sure your fire is bigger. So why not make Usyk fight your game? So in my book, I believe AJ can come back and get the win, but it has to be inside the distance, and he has to change tactics from what he did. Now I know there's going to be backlash from that. You know what? Let's talk about that after the rematch, because I got the same backlash after the Ruiz fight.
You can't be 1,000% convinced this time.
Not 1,000% sure, but I know he wins. I'm not 1,000% sure, but I know he can put it.
It's a different situation to the Ruiz fight, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because he got continental. He got done. He got totally outboxed on every level. But he chose the wrong game plan. That's it. Now he knows what's in front of him, and that's what you got to understand. He's not stupid. His team aren't stupid. They know what he's got to do, and so that makes a big, massive difference.
I think this next press conference is shortly going to begin. But the heavyweight scene's changing, isn't it? We've got Fury Wilder next week, and then obviously it's just. I mean, 6 months ago we were in a completely different situation, and now look where we are again here now.
That's what makes heavyweight so intriguing, so exciting. That listen, the landscape could change even more next week. I don't expect it to, but now all of a sudden people are edging up in places, you know. And Dylan White's got his fight. You've got other fighters coming through. Usyk's now coming gate crash the party. So things can change massively.
Right, the press conference is just about to start. Johnny Nelson, thank you very much.
Sweet.